Yesterday, my son was playing football at school with some white kids and some black kids, and one of the black kids missed a catch. And one of the white kids said out loud, "Well, I bet if it was a certain type of food, I'm not going to say it, you know what I mean, he would have caught it." And my son got in the car with my wife to go home and asked her what that meant. And it breaks my heart that we continue and will always have to continue to talk about these things with our kids. And it's so important that we do, but it's so sad. Racism, microaggressions, homophobia, humanity, how we treat people. And this stuff is right in front of their face on the football field, in elementary school, good neighborhood. It doesn't matter. It's everywhere. And it made me think about white privilege. And it made me think about the fact that I think I've had it wrong. This whole time I've thought white privilege was about money, and it was about getting into college and getting jobs, and it is those things. But what I don't think I really understood was that white privilege was going through my entire life, never having to know what that kid felt like.
Well, I'm gonna say this is not actually easy. Guys, if you're new, just welcome to the YouTube channel and thank you guys for subscribing and commenting. But this white privilege we're talking about and with the black stuff, this is unfair. We're all humans being, and this is a pitch, this is a football pitch that is meant to be love, fun, and every other thing. Talking about privilege or who have privilege or who does not have privilege, come on, that is not good. I'm not here to support anyone or to say this or to say that, but this is unfair. I'm not gonna lie, like this is unfair because that kid is still little and he does not know this, he does not know that, and for the other kids, for the other black kid, I don't really know what he has gone through that he could say that. Yeah, like it is unfair. We're all human beings. We should show each other love, not this, not that. Please, guys, I don't know. Please, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section because I don't have anything to say much on this. I'm not here to support this person, to say this on this, to say this on that because I don't really know. But guys, I do love to hear your thoughts. What are your opinion and how do you
It
think it's
could
gonna
cost me
stop?
followers, and if it does, I'm okay because I know I've lost the right ones. In 2024, if you don't understand that white privilege doesn't equal financial privilege, there's a good chance it's because you choose to be willfully ignorant. White privilege doesn't mean that you grew up rich or that you didn't have a hard life. It's the concept that by the mere coincidence of you being born white or white presenting, that you have an inherent privilege. You're afforded certain benefits of the doubt that not everyone gets. It's the difference from a white person walking into a store and a customer salesperson walking up and saying, "Hi, can we help you find something today?" To a black person walking in that same store with that same customer service person following them around because they looked kind of suspicious. It's the black family that can't leave their family photos hanging on the wall when they're selling their house because the home appraiser might undervalue their house by as much as $500,000. And for fuck's sakes, you've never had to apologize for being white. Had your parents fucked on a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday, you wouldn't even be you. Rather, just acknowledge that the system that was designed by and for people that look like you has never been a level playing field. I hope this made it clear. Have a great fucking weekend.
Hi, guys, please, what are your opinion about what she said? What do you think about what she said? Because at this moment, I don't really know this whole white privilege and this whole black privilege. You're being born this is a day because you're this, you're that, you're that. I don't really know, but I don't really know. But what I'm just trying to just bring up that it's high time we have to start seeing each other as one. Yes, we have to start seeing each other as one because we're all human beings. Yeah, we are all human beings. That's just a fact about it. You have a head, I have a head. Let's just forget about the difference in colors. You have eyes, I have eyes, we have everything. So and the whole aspect that a black person can't even put his pictures on the wall because they're going to because definitely the price is gonna be down and stuff. I don't really understand. Guys, please, what's your thought on this? Please, I really need you guys your thought and your opinion down.
If you do nothing else today, I urge you to watch the following all the way through.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
one of the best explanations of white privilege I have ever heard. I am white, and on both sides of my family, we do not have any massive generational wealth. My mom's father is the only one of my four grandparents who we got any sort of generational wealth inherited from. And 99% of the wealth that we inherited from my grandfather was from selling his house. My grandfather was born in 1926 in rural North Carolina, and he was a 6'3" white man with blue eyes. Other than being white, my grandfather didn't have that many privileges. He was one of like 7 children. His mom didn't even get to high school level education, and his dad never went to college. They were not privileged in most other ways that we define privilege, but he was a white male in a very, very racist country. What his whiteness allowed him to do was work his way through college. At the time, there were colleges that weren't accepting black people, and he was accepted to college as long as he could pay for it. And he ended up getting a law degree and becoming very successful. And again, never hoarded any significant wealth, but bought a house outside of Washington, D.C. in the 50s. In a neighborhood that was redlined. And actually, my mom, who was born in the 60s, remembers in the 70s when the first black family moved into their neighborhood because it had literally been sectioned off and realtors would not sell to black families. And my mom, who is 58 years old, went to a year of segregated school. So for all of you saying it was so long ago, everyone has equal rights now, get over it. My mom remembers when the first black student joined her class in the 70s in Alexandria, Virginia. In 2015, my grandfather died, and we sold his house that he bought for around $100,000 in the 50s, and we sold it for $1 million. That money was divided among his children, and my family was able to get out of a lot of debt, and it completely reset my ability to go to private versus public school, my ability to afford tutors, my ability to become the educated person that I am. And it was all really because I have a white grandfather. Let me finish. Had my grandfather been black and had all of the other skills and background that he had, he couldn't have gone to the schools that he went to. He wouldn't have been hired in the jobs that he was. And he couldn't have bought the house that he did that, 65 years later, put his family out of debt. So if anyone tries to tell you it's not that deep, it really is that deep. It goes so far back. Any small privilege that a white person has is probably, to some degree, due to their whiteness. And if you are a white person who has roots in the South, you definitely should have white guilt, and you definitely should be doing the work to understand how your privilege affects the people around you and how you can help level the playing field. And everyone tried to get all particular about these specific situations where a black person might have a privilege or a woman might have a privilege over a man. Those are isolated situations you're bringing up. We're talking about large-scale, mass, systematic issues. Now, yeah, legally, black people and white people should have the same exact rights and privileges. But they're playing catch up. Because if my family, like I said, had been black, we would never have gotten out of debt in 2015. I would never have been able to afford the school that I went to and live the lifestyle that I'm living right now.
Listening to her story or what she said, I don't really know if I'm going to concur with that or not, because I feel currently now things are changing. Yeah, currently now things are changing. The love from the system is trying to change things to make everything equal. Like, at least back then, the white don't have the privilege, the black don't have the privilege to vote. So things are getting better now. Just guess so. So guys, if you're new to this platform, you're new to this account, please subscribe and also do like, and also your thoughts are also very, very important. I would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. And thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace out, guys.